Seasoner
and Co.
Look at all our Christmas presents.
Yeah, feels all Christmassy. Welcome to Second-Hand Haunting, where we read a story from a second-hand book I found in a second-hand shop and try and make sense of them.
One of them?
Egg of them.
Egg of them.
Nog of them. It's Christmas time. Hey, Amber.
Hi, Callum.
Did you ever think you'd be sitting in a cosy little Christmas tree lighted house with some delicious mead, reading ghost stories on Christmas?
No, but I hoped. I think we can say that both of us have probably ended up in the perfect scenario for where we hoped our lives would go.
When I started the podcast, this is where I wanted to end up.
We've also got the very distant sound of the local carols happening.
Yes, away in
Civic Park.
A manger. Well, I'm going to jump straight into the story today. I'm not going to do a whole lot of preamble because it's a long one, Amber. I've got a story from Andrew Lang's The Book of Dreams and Ghosts, which he has taken from an Icelandic saga.
Wow.
Now, the name of saga is appropriate. It's long, and it takes a while to get to the point. But I'm going to give you a bit of backstory about the saga in general before we begin the story.
Can I ask you about the book? I don't remember if we do this.
This is the book written in like 1890, and they were trying to figure out if ghosts was science.
Okay.
And it starts with stories that are all pretty similar of like people dreaming things that came true, people dreaming things and talking to dead relatives that came true. Is that a ghost? Now here's some stories about ghosts that tell people things. And it just gets more and more incredulous until we end up right at the back of the book here, where he's just thrown in a bunch of really fun historical ghost stories.
Okay.
Now the story for today is The Story of Glam, which is one of the stories contained within the Saga of Grettir.
Okay.
Now, I probably have pronounced that wrong. I'm going to try my best with all of these Icelandic names. I make no promises. Now, Grettir Asmundason is kind of like Icelandic Hercules.
Okay.
Right? The whole saga is detailing all of the feats that he goes around Iceland performing to help people out. And he's always doing his best.
Not one of the gods? Like, not a demigod or anything?
He's a man.
Okay.
A very big man. A very boisterous man.
Yep.
Bit of a clumsy man. And due to this and his backstory, he's always in trouble with the authorities.
Okay.
Right? So he's always travelling incognito, rocking up to some
Yep.
crazy situation and being like, I guess I'll deal with this one too. I'm happy to help.
Yeah. Is this concurrent or after, like, Viking? Is Icelandic have Vikings, or is that...
Yeah, you're not far off.
Yep.
This particular saga was written around 1400 and is the last saga to be written.
Okay.
So it was someone intentionally looking back at the Viking sagas that have come before and going like, right, I'm writing one about Iceland now.
Yep.
Now, does the concept of a big, boisterous hero accidentally constantly getting into trouble with the authorities and running around with like a pseudonym sound like any perhaps modern heroes that you might be familiar with?
Modern?
Yeah.
Fictional or...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
At the start of each story or episode, he'd rock up to a new town, and then some crazy supernatural bullshit would go down. Oh, it was a doctor, I was thinking.
Oh, not the Doctor.
No, to me, he's basically Bruce Banner.
Oh, okay. I mean, Bruce Banner hates doing that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Grettir doesn't particularly enjoy the
Sure.
outlaw life either.
Right.
But he's got to live it, and he does his best with it.
Nice.
He doesn't show up for a bit.
Yeah.
Right? We get the first half of the story. We
Okay.
get the problem first.
And then he'll show up to save the day.
He will. And keep in mind, this is the story of him.
Yep.
So everyone knows we're getting to him eventually.
Okay.
But the story begins thusly. There was a man named Torhol, who lived at Torholstead in Forsailedal, which lies in the north of Iceland. He was a fairly wealthy man, especially in cattle, so that no one round about had so much livestock as he had. He was not a chief, however, but an honest and worthy yeoman. So like a freeholder. He's not beholden to anyone. That's his farm.
Yep.
Now, this man's place was greatly haunted, so that he could scarcely get a shepherd to stay with him. And although he asked the opinion of many as to what he ought to do, he could find none to give him advice of any worth. One summer, at the Alting, which is like Icelandic parliament, it's the earliest like governmental body recorded in the world,
Oh, okay.
or yearly assembly of the people, Thorhall went to the booth of Skafti, the law man, who was the wisest of men and gave good counsel when his opinion was asked. He received Thorhall in a friendly way, because he knew he was a man of means, and asked him what news he had. So, I mean, even in the first parliament, the politicians are cozying up to the wealthy people. But moving on. I would have some good advice from you, said Thorhall. I'm not going to do any Icelandic accents. It's going to be hard enough to do the names.
Oh, yeah.
I am little able to give that, said Skafti. But what is the matter? This is the way of it, said Thorhall. I have had very bad luck with my shepherds of late. Some of them get injured, and others will not serve out their time, and now no one knows how the case stands, will take the place at all. So words got around this house. This whole farm is haunted.
It seems funny because I think my perception is that back then 1400s were in, right?
Yeah.
Like...
that was when it's written, but it's referring to an earlier time.
An earlier time than that, yeah. But, like, the fact that people were, I guess, picky enough to be like, no, this place is haunted, I'm not going to work here. Like, what was the alternative? Was there more work you could just go and do somewhere else? Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess. There's not enough people for there to be not enough work.
Yeah. But I suppose so. Yeah.
Then there must be some evil spirit there, said Skafti. When men are less willing to herd your sheep than those of others. Now, since you have asked my advice, I will get a shepherd for you. Glam is his name. He belongs to Sweden, and came out here last summer. He is big and strong, but not very well liked by most people.
Right. What a reputation.
Yeah, this isn't even our hero.
No,
Right.
Glam.
Yeah, but this is the story of Glam.
Yeah.
So he is important. Thorhall said that he did not mind that, if he looked well after the sheep. Skafti answered that there was no hope of other men doing it if Glam could not, seeing as he was so strong and stout-hearted. Their talk ended there, and Thorhall left the booth.
It's funny, because being strong has nothing to do with your ability to not be scared of a ghost.
No. Yeah.
Don't worry, he won't be afraid of the ghosts. He's huge.
I can guarantee you, Glam is not afraid of no ghost.
Maybe Glam is so dim-witted that Glam doesn't perceive ghosts like...
Ghosts hanging around and going, boo, boo, boo. It's just,
Yeah.
This took place just at the breaking up of the assembly. Thorhall missed 2 of his horses, and went to look for them in person, from which it may be seen that he was no proud man.
Okay.
So when a problem comes up, he deals with it.
Yep.
He went up to the mountain ridge, and south along the fell that is called Armund's Fell. There he saw a man coming down from the wood, leading a horse laden with bundles of brushwood. They soon met each other, and Thorhall asked his name. Can you guess what his name might be?
One of 2.
Yeah.
It's Grettir or Glam.
He said his name was Glam.
Okay.
How convenient. Oh, you should go find this man called Glam. Oh, here he is.
Well, I was looking for his horses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what an accident. What a surprise.
Yeah.
How fortunate. He was tall of body and of strange appearance. His eyes were blue and staring, and his hair was wolf grey in colour. Thorhall was a little startled when he saw him, and was certain that this was the man he had been told about.
It's odd when they say strange of appearance, because it's like, well, book, I need to know what you consider... like, blue eyes, grey hair actually sounds quite normal for a European.
Yeah.
What was strange about him?
No, he was strange, and also his eyes were blue. I don't know.
It said he was of strange appearance.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's just a semicolon between those two, so translation or not, I don't know
Yeah.
whether it's meant to be the strange eyes or hair, or if he was just strange and had blue eyes and grey hair.
Yeah.
I do think of the Icelandic people as being where blue eyes come from. That's at least a very Northern European thing?
Yeah, definitely.
You checking?
I'm just looking up where Iceland is on the map so I can...
Oh, sure.
Yeah, between Norway and Greenland.
Yeah. It's the nice one. It's a nice land.
It's also a supermarket chain in the UK, which would contextualise it even funnier.
Really?
Yes,
Huh.
they specialise in frozen food.
Well, if you would like to picture the entire rest of this story
Sorry,
happening in the aisles of a freezer section at your local supermarket, you can. It may or may not improve your opinion.
It's quite a postmodern setting for a sort of... Anyway, let's keep going.
What work are you best fitted for? He asked.
Stacking and restocking mostly.
Glam said that he was good at keeping sheep in winter.
Oh.
Will you look after my sheep?
Will you look after my sheep? Get it? Will.
Oh, no! The emphasis in the book is clearly on my. I didn't even notice what you were doing. You. Yeah, you. Said Torhall. Scufty has put you into my hands. So, will you look after my sheep? You have to.
Yeah, well,
I've already made an agreement with someone else.
Yeah, you have to do it now.
On this condition only will I take service with you, said Glam. That I have my own free will, for I am ill-tempered if anything does not please me.
I'm a bastard. No. Actually,
He's quite self-aware.
But he's quite reasonable about that. Just, I don't like being told what to do.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. Don't tell me how to keep your sheep.
Yeah.
Sure. That will not harm me, said Torhall, and I should like you to come to me. I will do so, said Glam. But is there any trouble at your place?
Starts pulling at his collar. Ooh.
Like, oh shit, everyone's heard of it except maybe Glam. But no, Torhall's a good man. He says, it is believed to be haunted.
It's believed to be. It's not. It's like politicians speak. Well, some people would tell you that it's haunted.
Yeah, well, he was just in the government.
Yeah.
I am not afraid of such bugbears, said Glam, and think that it will be all the livelier for that. Right, bring it on.
Yeah,
bring on your haunting.
More interesting.
You will need all your boldness, said Torhall. It is best not to be too frightened for one's self there. After this, they made a bargain between them, and Glam was to come when the winter nights began. Then they parted, and Torhall found his horses, where he had just newly looked for them, and rode home, after thanking Scafty for his kindness. I think this has all happened in a much smaller area than I originally expected it to.
Smaller area?
Yeah, like I was thinking like, oh, he goes up over the hill and down to the forest. He's like, no, I think this is probably just 5 minutes away if he's easily seen Scafty again. Iceland's not a big place.
No.
It's like one road. The summer passed, and Torhall heard nothing of the shepherd, nor did anyone know the least about him. But, at the time appointed, he came to Torhallstead. The yeomen received him well, but the others did not like him, and the good wife least of all.
Oh. What's that himbo doing here?
Okay, I thought the face was at the phrase good wife. Being like, oh. Which I will explain. A farm is going to be made up of multiple people, often multiple legal and romantic relationships, all living under the one roof.
Yep.
Someone needs to be in charge. So good wife is what we would probably call the mistress of the house. She's in charge of the comings and goings and the store of goods in the house. Everyone else is under her. Usually the wife of the person who owns the place.
Yeah, I like that. The woman in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this himbo doing in here?
What's this grumpy himbo doing here? He began his work among the sheep, which gave him little trouble, for he had a loud, hoarse voice, and the flock all ran together whenever he shouted.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's what you want from a shepherd, yeah.
Don't I explain to your listeners what a himbo is?
Do you want to explain to my listeners what a himbo is?
Yeah, it's like a bimbo, but it's a him. It's a himbo.
Oh, there you go. A right old, muscled up...
Yeah,
That's getting edited.
head empty, massive gains, like, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, perfect.
Just had the thought of your dad and Uncle Graham and stuff going, what's a himbo?
I can probably figure it out from context. There was a church at Torholstead, but Glam would never go to it, nor join in the service.
Good for Glam.
He was unbelieving, surly, and difficult to deal with, and ever one felt a dislike toward him.
I mean, I like Glam personally from what we've seen so far. I don't know what their problem is. Obviously, they do have one with him, but yeah.
Well, it's fair. Look, I am reading this story on Christmas for a reason.
Yeah.
It is a Christmas story.
Yep.
It is a Christian story about Christians. So time went on till it came to Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. Which is tomorrow, if you're listening on the day this drops. Oh. On that morning, Glam rose early and called for his food. The good wife answered, "It is not the custom of Christian people to eat on this day, for tomorrow is the first day of Christmas, and we ought to fast today."
Yeah, I mean, I think that's...
Uh-oh.
I think, I guess it's fair. We are definitely not in the territory of observing everyone else's beliefs and holidays.
No.
On our holiday. Like, and not in like 13th, 12th, whatever century we're in.
We're barely there now.
Yeah. The fasting thing, though, I guess makes sense. Like, we're going to eat a lot tomorrow. So
we're going to stuff ourselves tomorrow, so let's hold off a bit today.
Not that it makes any real difference not eating and then stuffing yourself the next day.
A good Christian story for good Christian people. Glam replied, "You have many foolish fashions that I see no good in. I cannot see that men are any better off now than they were when they never troubled themselves about such things. I think it was a far better life when men were heathens. And now I want my food and no nonsense."
Go off, Glam. Go, get him, girl.
The good wife answered, "I am sure you will come to sorrow today if you act thus perversely."
Two-way street, man. Two-way street.
Amber, I don't know about you, but that sounds disastrously like a prophecy. Glam bade her bring his food at once, or it would be the worse for her.
Okay, let's not... Glam, honey, let's calm down.
She was afraid to refuse, and after he had eaten, went out in a great rage.
Go kick some tree stumps and throw some boulders around the fields, mate.
Yeah. If I'm remembering the rest of this story right. Look, the story is about Glam.
Yeah.
He is not the hero. The weather was very bad. It was dark and gloomy all round. Snowflakes fluttered about, loud noises were heard in the air, and it grew worse and worse as the day wore on. I don't know if loud noises were heard in the air is meant to be thunder.
Yeah.
Being translated
I think,
kind of oddly throughout the centuries. But
yeah. I think
it
also just helps it be a bit generic.
Yeah. They heard the shepherd's voice during the forenoon, but less of him as the day passed.
Or were loud noises in the air him yelling?
Maybe.
Because it says that they stopped hearing him.
Ah, that's true.
Maybe he was making a bunch of... He was cooling off. He was...
He was on the other side of Iceland and they can still
hear him. Yeah, he's throwing a tantrum over there out of their sight.
Then the snow began to drift. Meaning like pile up in drifts. Not just like drift through town or whatever. It drops the clutch and away it goes.
To drift. I don't know.
Initial Glam. And by evening, there was a violent storm. People came to the service in church, and the day wore on to evening, but still Glam did not come home. There was some talk among them of going to look for him, but no search was made on account of the storm and the darkness.
Oh,
not because they all hate him.
Oh no, he's out there. Glam? Glam? We tried.
No, he's not there.
We tried.
All Christmas Eve, Glam did not return. And in the morning, men went to look for him. So, Christmas.
Yeah.
Imagine getting up first thing Christmas morning going, I guess we've got to go look for him. They found the sheep scattered in the fens, beaten down by the storm or up on the hills. Thereafter they came to a place in the valley where the snow was all trampled, as if there had been a terrible struggle there. For stones and frozen earth were torn up all round about. Mm-hmm. They looked carefully round the place, and found Glam, lying a short distance off, quite dead.
Glam, no!
Yeah. Oh, he's done.
Gone too soon.
Yeah.
Diva down.
Dying on Christmas Eve.
Oh.
What an absolute... You know what? No, my grandfather died Christmas Eve. I know exactly how they feel.
Oh. I mean, they were happy, presumably. I know it's sad that anyone goes, but they didn't really seem to like Glam.
No, I don't think anyone did. He was black in colour and swollen up as big as an ox.
Ugh.
They were horrified at the sight and shuddered in their hearts. However, they tried to carry him to the church. A good Christian tale for good Christian people.
Good on them.
But could get him no further than to the edge of a cleft, a little lower down. So they left him there and went home and told their master what had happened.
Fair enough.
Just chuck him not even a cave, just a hole in a rock.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he's dead already anyway.
It's what he would have wanted.
They know he's not going to heaven, so they probably don't care about him.
Yeah.
Like, there's no saving his immortal soul at this point in time for them, so...
No, it was gone long ago.
Yeah.
Torhol asked them what had been the cause of Glam's death. A fair question.
Yeah.
What did happen? They said that they had traced footprints as large as though the bottom of a cask had been set down in the snow, leading from where the trampled place was up to the cliffs at the head of the valley, and all along the track there were huge blood stains. So there's something out there that's bigger than Glam. From this, they guessed that the evil spirit which lived there must have killed Glam, but had received so much hurt that it had died, for nothing was ever seen of it after.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Glam took out a ghost on his way out.
Yeah.
Cool. Good on him.
Yeah. He was the hero they needed.
Yeah.
They didn't
But they did not want.
Yeah, but he rid them of their evil.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the story?
No, we are
okay.
3 pages into a 10.5-page story,
okay.
so there's...
So maybe
what's
not.
going to happen?
Yeah.
The second day of Christmas, they tried again to bring... Yes?
On the second day of Christmas.
My true love gave to me.
One dead Glam, two... We'll find out.
What? Yeah. 1 dead ghost, 2 Glam bits, and I've apparently forgotten how that song goes. So the second day of Christmas, they tried again to bring Glam to the church. They yoked horses to him, but after they had come down the slope and reached level ground, they could drag him no further, and he had to be left there.
Slowly. We're getting him closer and closer every day.
Even after death, Glam doesn't want to go to church.
Just do a little bit every day.
On the third day, a priest went with them, but Glam was not to be found, although they searched for him all day. On the third day of Christmas, a disappearing Glam? No. The priest refused to go a second time, and the shepherd was found at once when the priest was not present. So they gave over their attempts to take him to the church and buried him on the spot.
Yeah, fine, I think.
Yeah. So Glam's corpse is playing peekaboo with the priest.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Christmas miracle, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at this point, do you want to guess how many days of Christmas we're going to get in this saga?
Well, is it 12? Probably not.
I can't remember.
Oh, why did you ask?
Just see if you're right. Soon after this, they became aware that Glam was not lying quiet.
I see.
And great damage was done by him. For many that saw him fell into a swoon or lost their reason.
Wait, he's buried though, isn't he?
Not anymore, he's not.
So, okay.
Glam has apparently arisen from the grave
and
has taken place of the ghost haunting the farm and started haunting the farm.
Good for Glam.
Or he wasn't dead and is kind of just annoyed at everyone.
Just Glam's hand reaching out of the soil.
Yeah. Lightning striking on
yeah.
the one of the days of Christmas. Immediately after Yule... Oh, okay. So I guess skip forward to the end of the 12 days of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Men believed that they saw him about the farm itself and grew terribly frightened, so that many of them ran away. After this, Glam began to ride on the housetop by night. Now... Okay. So, 2 footnotes here. One from me, one from the author.
Okay.
Firstly, ghosts and demons making a ruckus on the top of houses is a thing that's shown up multiple times in these stories already. It's one of the things that Andrew Lang was tracking throughout all the stories.
Is it just that people hear a noise on the roof and think that must be
Ghost.
the ghost?
Yeah.
Got it.
Now, Andrew Lang's own footnote says, as at Amherst. Okay, so that's just saying the same thing.
Okay.
The house noises happened before.
Mm-hmm.
And nearly shook it to pieces. And then he walked about almost night and day. Men hardly dared to go up into the valley, even although they had urgent business there, and everyone in the district thought great harm of the matter.
Wow. That they just didn't all band together and decide, let's sort this out. They all went, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about this.
They've reached their threshold of being like, nah, too weird.
Yeah, we're not going near that. Whereas it's kind of like, guys, just all of you together. If you're all together, it probably can't hurt you, or you've got the courage to forge on with, strong Christian spirit, community, do it together. No.
I mean, look, living Glam did kill a ghost. Who can tell what undead Glam could do?
But I'm going to get a bit nitpicky here.
Pick away.
But surely, being of the Christian faith and all, they can only believe it to be the devil, right? Like, they shouldn't believe in ghosts if they're Christian, right?
In 1400s?
Yeah, I don't know, but it just feels like, what was the priest? So I guess the priest was saying it was an evil spirit, but I don't know. I don't feel like... It seems odd that they have that perception of it and it's not like the devil's work or something. I don't know. It just seems odd that a Christian religion would just assume a ghost is haunting them, whereas that feels odd. But I guess they're very detached from the mainland and...
There is certainly that. There is certainly also the fact that, I think Christians at this time would be very aware that they weren't the only religion in the world.
Yeah.
Right? They are way closer to the time of paganism... that they were in the time of paganism, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess they could believe that it was... Yeah.
Not necessarily the devil, but something messed up in a religion I don't understand, and I'm just going to stay away from it.
Yeah.
One of the pagans on this island can deal with that problem.
I guess I'm used to a form of Christianity that just denounces any other religion as nonsense, and is like, no, well, it's not real.
Yeah.
If pagans are worshipping fake things...
Yeah, back then they were aware that pagans existed and just merely hated them.
Yeah, so that's very true. They just would have believed it was something outside of there. They're not on top of everything yet.
No. In spring... Okay, so I guess we've left the Christmas portion of the show. In spring, Torhall got new men and started the farm again, while Glam's walkings began to grow less frequent as the days grew longer.
Too hot for Glam to come out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he's going about during day and night, so it's not like he's not a night zombie.
Yeah, a night zombie.
Right.
Interesting that something made him stop coming out between the season change.
Yeah, I think he just hates Christmas.
Or knew that would rile them up the most.
I'm going to ruin their holiday.
Their holiday, yeah. I'll make them have a hard time.
He doesn't know about Easter yet, and we're not going to tell him. So time went on, until it was midsummer. That summer, a ship from Norway came into Hunawater, which is a firth to the north of Torholstead,
Okay.
and had on board a man called
Grettir?
Torgo.
Oh.
He was foreign by birth, big of body, and as strong as any 2 men.
Now, foreign of birth. Are we to believe he's...
We'll say he's from mainland Europe.
Oh, I was assuming foreign of birth might have meant him a person of colour.
I mean, it could be, but his name is very Scandinavian still.
Nice.
That's Thorgaut, pronounced as Torgo.
No illustrations in this book, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay.
I mean, the original text would have been like an oral tradition.
Yeah, foreign of birth makes me wonder where he's from. Anyway.
Basically, I think it means he doesn't know about the haunting yet. Don't tell him.
But they came from Norway, though.
Yeah, not from Iceland.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He was unhired and unmarried, and was looking for some employment, as he was penniless.
These giant buff men just wandering around with there's no work.
Keep in mind, this is the saga of a man who, that's his whole deal.
Yeah.
Torhol rode to the ship and found Torgo there. He asked him whether he would enter his service.
Just waiting around at the docks for a himbo to show up
Yeah.
that you can offer work to.
Oh good, a ship has arrived. Some of these people might not know I'm haunted as shit.
Yeah. Cardboard sign, need work? Just holding it up.
Torgo answered that he might well do so, and that he did not care much what work he did. You must know, however... Torhol, don't give it away. You must know, however, said Torhol, that it is not good for any faint-hearted man to live at my place.
No, this is reverse psychology. Oh, only the strongest people can live at my farm. So, I mean, if you can't, then you go on your way then. And they're like, no.
Come on, if you think you're hard enough.
Strong. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also, the second you told anyone you were working at that person's farm, they'd be like, oh, the haunted place.
Yeah.
And also, they can presumably snap this guy like a twig, so he has to tell them up front, because he fears them.
Yes, yeah. Please don't get mad at me. I'm telling you now.
I'm telling you now. But
I might not be telling you all the details now, but I've got deniability for you to not eat me.
Yeah, but I do just like the reverse psychology. Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted up here, so,
No.
understand if you're not up to it.
He doesn't stop there, though. He then says, on account of the hauntings that have been of late, and I do not wish to deceive you in any way. Mm-hmm. I mean, Torhol, at least he's up front. He's not like the owner of the Overlook Hotel in The Shining, trying to be like, no, it's just, we just need to, not get all snowed in. Don't worry about anything you hear about ghosts or hauntings or whatever. I do not think myself utterly lost, although I see some wretched ghosts, said Torgo. It will be no light matter for others if I am scared, and I will not throw up the place on that account. That was a hell of a sentence, Torgo. Okay, so I think it means he's seen a lot and he can deal with some ghosts. Yep. And if I'm scared about it, like,
how much
even though everyone else has been scared away, I will stick with it. Mm-hmm. I think that's what he means.
Yeah.
Their bargain was quickly made, and Torgo was to have charge of the sheep during the winter. The summer went past, and Torgo began his duties with the winter nights, and was well liked by everyone.
Oh, but can you imagine being like, alright, I'll see you in 3 to 4 months?
Yeah. I'll start paying you now, but he may have been doing some other work.
Yeah.
Glam began to come again, and rode on the housetop, which Torgo thought great sport, and said that the thrall would have to come to close quarters before he would be afraid of him.
Oh no, they're getting along.
Torhol bade him not say too much about it. It will be better for you, said he, if you have no trial of each other.
Okay.
Like, I'm glad you're not scared, but don't get friendly with the ghosts.
Yeah.
Your courage has indeed been shaken out of you, said Torgo. But I am not going to fall dead for such talk. The winter went on, till Christmas came again.
Yay!
And on Christmas Eve the shepherd went out to his sheep. I trust, said the goodwife, that things will not go after the old fashion. Have no fear of that, goodwife, said Torgo. There will be something worth talking about if I don't come back.
At least you'll get a good story.
True, but also, we don't want good stories. We've had one already, and it's gone bad.
Don't keep hiring himbos if you want logical, but they all keep just thinking about this as a game. Yes, they do. You're picking... You've got to type. Stop
because
it.
the smart people just stay away.
Yeah, exactly.
Reasonably.
They're like, I'm not having anything to do with this, and they leave. Whereas these ones are like, oh, a challenge.
Yeah. Torgo good.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying that. He's fairly erudite, even if I don't understand him. The weather was very cold, and a heavy drift blowing. Torgo was in the habit of coming home when it was half dark. But on this occasion, he did not return at his usual time. People came to the church, and they now began to think that things were not unlikely to fall out as they had done before. Torhol wished to make search for the shepherd, but the churchgoers refused, saying that they would not risk themselves in the hands of evil demons by night, so no search was made. A good Christian story for good Christian people. Mm-hmm. And yet I can't find myself blaming them.
Yeah.
Like last time someone went out on Christmas Eve and didn't come back, he ended up messed up and now he's a ghost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit like, no, they knew it was Christmas. Is this also before they'd figured out to just put the sheep in a barn over winter and why are they all out in the mountains every day in the middle of winter?
I don't pretend to know the ins and outs of Icelandic sheep farming in the 1400s. But I suspect at the very least you don't want them all shitting indoors.
Yeah. Take them out during the day and then, I don't know.
Well,
like
which
I'm not
I'm
not a farmer either, but I suppose you're right. They're pooing everywhere and lots of hay they have to eat.
After their morning meal on Christmas Day, they went out to look for the shepherd. They first made their way to Glam's cairn. Now, do you know what a cairn is?
No.
Cairn is a all-assembled pile of rocks.
Okay, so where?
That humans have made as a grave marker, basically.
Okay.
So they at least marked his grave,
Yep.
which was a hole in a rock.
Yep.
Guessing that he was the cause of the man's disappearance. A fair assumption?
Yeah,
Assuming the ghost is real,
yeah,
which he seems to be.
Considering it's exactly the same circumstances in which Glam was killed.
Yeah, every year it's just one ghost killing another one.
Yeah.
I do like at least the twist of the fact that it's not the original ghost that's still hanging around. It's not just a ghost constantly killing shepherds.
Yeah.
There's some sort of mantle being passed.
Yes. Makes it a bit more interesting.
On coming near to this, they saw great tidings, which is news or signs of something. Mm-hmm. For there they found the shepherd, with his neck broken and every bone in his body smashed in pieces. Aww, Torgo, we will miss you.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
If you're listening to a ghost story on Christmas Eve,
congratulations,
that's what we should be doing. It's fun.
I meant the people seeing it.
Oh.
Just all seeing that horrific sight and being like,
If any group of people are prepared to see this sight, though, I think it's these guys. They carried him to the church, and he did no harm to any man thereafter.
Okay.
But Glam began to gather strength anew, and now went so far in his mischief that everyone fled from Thorhallstead, except the yeoman and his wife.
I don't think we should be calling people Scrooges anymore. They should be Glams.
Glams?
Like,
Now,
this
careful.
guy's got way more of a beef with Christmas than Scrooge did.
I am so on board with that except for one thing. And that is Glam's Castle in Scotland is another story I want to do on this show.
okay.
It is another very famous ghost story.
Okay.
And it's weird that there's
Okay.
two different cultures that manage to have a very famous ghost story with the name of Glam or Glams. I don't know how that happened, but look for that one. That one's also like 10 and a half
We
pages
can call
long.
that one Glams.
Glams.
Instead of Glam.
No.
Glams.
The Scots would be so mad at me. The same cattleman, however, had been there for a long time, and Thorhall would not let him leave because he was so faithful and so careful. Okay, I'm going to say this might be the first mistake that Thorhall has made so far.
Yeah.
He was very old and did not want to go away either, for he saw that everything his master had would go to wreck and ruin if there was no one to look after it.
Okay.
Alright, so he's just like the most dedicated guy.
Yeah, so what's Thorhall doing? Letting it all fall apart?
He's just not capable of holding a whole farm together by himself, I
Yeah.
guess. Look, I don't think 3 people are going to manage it, but it's better than 2. One morning, in the middle of winter, the good wife went out to the byre to milk the cows. A byre is a specifically cow shed.
Okay.
It was broad daylight by this time, for no one ventured to be outside earlier than that, except the cattleman, who always went out when it began to grow clear.
Okay.
She heard a great noise and fearful bellowing in the byre, and ran into the house again, crying out and saying that some awful thing was going on there. Thorhall went out to the cattle, and found them goring each other with their horns.
Ugh.
To get out of their way, he went through into the barn, and in doing this, he saw the cattleman lying on his back, with his head in one stall and his feet in another.
Wow. Now, I'm guessing that they're getting at that this was a ghost. What did this? And not the cattle.
Not the cows? I mean,
I don't know. I would assume that the cows did it.
cow came up, bit me into parts, pieces.
And then my leg went that way, and then my head went that way.
Wow.
He went up to him and felt him. And
You alright, Calvin? You okay?
And soon found that he was dead.
Really?
With his back,
Thorhall.
with his back broken over the upright stone between 2 of the stalls. Okay, so he hasn't been separated into parts.
No.
He's just draped over.
But yes, I didn't necessarily think his feet had come off.
Okay.
More that, yeah.
The yeoman thought it high time to leave the place now.
Okay, right. Now, it's not a himbo this time. We need to get out of here.
It's either a ghost or a cow. And you know what?
Oh.
If my cows are doing this, nope.
Sorry, I meant that it was, the casualty was not one of the himbos for hire.
Right, no,
Like-
this is most loyal servant.
Yeah, it's no one's safe now. When it was just the expendable muscleman going out into the mountains. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I could be next. I love that. I want to leave. No. I don't want you to. You can't. Okay, I'll stay.
Well, he didn't seem to want to leave either. I mean, he's a bit of a sycophant, but also maybe he's just not capable of doing anything
I think
else.
it's fine to say, look, I don't want to leave my job or my home here with you, but I think for our safety, we need to leave. And Thorhall goes, no, I think we can stay. You need to stay. And he goes, I mean, yeah, I agree, but we also probably shouldn't. Dead.
If this were Scooby-Doo, one of these two men is
Torhole
the
did it.
perpetrator.
Oh, Torhole, 100%.
And now we know.
He's driving down property prices in the area or something so he can buy them all up.
He secretly just wants to get out of the whole sheep game.
Yeah.
Cows are much easier until today. So he thought it high time to leave the place now, and fled from his farm with all that he could remove. All the livestock that he left behind was killed by Glam, who then went through the whole glen and laid waste all the farms up from Tongue.
How?
This Glam is a terror.
Yeah.
This is becoming a problem.
And yet,
You're still on his side?
I still feel some affection towards Glam. I'm like, get him. I don't know.
Wow.
Like, I know that sounds
These
awful.
other farms did nothing to him.
I know. But it's weird, because it framed him weirdly as the protagonist. Like,
Yeah.
it just, narratively, how this story was structured, just didn't highlight him as the villain to begin with.
To our modern day storytelling
Exactly,
sensibilities,
exactly.
but we know, back
Yeah.
in 1400, well, we know Grettir's coming at some point.
Yeah, to deal with Glam. Like, yes.
Yeah, you thought he was coming for the ghost. Turns out he's coming for Zombie Shepherd.
Yeah, at least Torhole got out. All the poor animals that got left behind.
I know.
All the sheep just watching as he drives down the driveway and goes, I know he's not driving.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's just literally carrying stuff. I don't think he's got horses
just
or
stuff
anything
that
to
you
help.
need to survive wherever
Yeah.
you go. Now the property belongs to Glam.
Yeah. Torhole spent the rest of the winter with various friends.
When's he going? He said he wouldn't be here long.
He's been here for a week. I mean, we are good Christian people, and this is a good Christian story, but a week.
What if that demon follows him here?
Oh, honey, have you heard? He's been with the Amundsens. He'll be with us next.
Yeah.
No one could go up into the glen with horse or dog, for these were killed at once. But when spring came again, and the days began to lengthen, Glam's walkings grew less frequent, and Torhole determined to return to his homestead.
Okay. It's just your summer home.
But it's his home. Yeah, I guess. I would be surprised if anyone in the 1400s had a holiday home, but if anyone deserves one, it's this wealthy landowner.
Surely they were sailing to Spain and stuff in the winter. Like, if you wanted to escape the cold. They're aware of Spain and...
Yeah, when was the Spanish Armada? Spain might not have wanted that.
Yeah, they're probably not very touristy at this point.
Most of Southern Europe is pretty fucking sick of Northern Europe coming down and invading them
weather.
as refugees.
Yeah, for the good weather,
And this
yeah.
has been true for millennia.
Yeah, because it's not that far to Spain from... I assume that's not a bad sail.
No, you just go down through Norway, past France, and pretty much there
Spain.
you are.
I'm thinking, No, Spain. You don't have to go down through anywhere. Surely you just go straight down.
A dangerous voyage, but you could entirely go out and around past Great Britain and down to Spain, yeah?
If you could hit Ireland, I suppose. Ireland, then down to Spain. Don't know how... Again, I don't
get
know
to Ireland
trade
and
routes
go,
and stuff.
oh shit, it's worse here.
Yeah, keep going. Just restock, let's go. I love Ireland, don't think...
Yes, but for the purposes of this podcast, check out any episodes we've had from True Irish Ghost Stories to see how that might have gone down.
It's a pit stop on their way to the warm Portugal and Spain.
Best of luck to them. Anyway, that's not Torhole's bag. He's
Okay.
going back to his farm. Mm-hmm. He had difficulty in getting servants, but managed to set up his home again at Torholstead. Things went just as before. When autumn came, the hauntings began again, and now it was the yeoman's daughter who was most assailed.
Don't bring your family back here.
Yeah,
What's his plan? Don't worry, it'll be alright this time.
my daughter's old enough to shepherd some sheep. Let's see how this goes. Till in the end, she died of fright.
Jesus, Torhole. Give it up. Have a plan. Do anything.
Many plans were tried,
Oh,
but all to no effect,
okay.
and it seemed as if all Waterdale would be laid waste unless some remedy could be found. Now, that is the perfect break point if we want to take one.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
All this befell in the days of Grettir, the son of Asmund, aka Grettir Asmundason, who was the strongest man of his day in Iceland. Would you like to see a picture of Grettir?
Yes, please.
I mean, it's not a photo, obviously. There you go.
Okay. Right.
He's not fancy, he's just a big old boy.
Big boy.
Big,
Yep.
stout lad. Capable of anything.
Yeah, it looks like more of a lad than a himbo than the others were.
Yeah, I feel that's probably a fair description.
He's had more responsibility than any of those other men have ever had in their lives.
Yeah, he's also a bit sick of it. Can you see that expression?
Yeah, he's fed up. He's world weary is Grettir.
Yeah. He had been abroad at this time, outlawed for 3 years, and was only 18 years of age when he returned. No. Oh yeah, he's not a big boy.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He had been home all through the autumn, but when the winter nights were well advanced, he rode north to Waterdale, and came to Tong, where lived his uncle, Yerkel. Now, you might have thought I just said yokel. I didn't. I said Yerkel. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying my best.
That's fine.
His uncle received him heartily, and he stayed there for 3 nights. At this time, there was so much talk about Glam's walkings that nothing was so largely spoken of as these. Mm-hmm. Grettir inquired closely about all that had happened, and Yorkel said that the stories told no more than had indeed taken place. Mm-hmm. "But are you intending to go there, kinsman?" said he. Grettir answered that he was. Yorkel bade him not do so. Quote, "For it is a dangerous undertaking, and a great risk for your friends to lose you. For, in our opinion, there is not another like you among the young men, and, double quote, ill will come of ill, where Glam is. Far better it is to deal with mortal men than with such evil spirits."
Fair enough. Fair advice. But Grettir...
Grettir's not going to listen, is he?
He can't take that. He's not letting that slide.
Grettir, however, said that he had a mind to fare to Torholstead, and see how things had been going on there. Yorkel replied, "I see now that it is of no use to hold you back. But the saying is true, that, quote, good luck and good heart are not the same, end quote." Now, that quote there is kind of the whole theme of Grettir's saga.
Okay.
So there's a reason they kind of inserted it in there.
Yeah.
Like, this is a good man, but he just keeps getting the short end of the stick every step of the way.
Yeah, it's the moral that people were to take from...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grettir answered... Okay, so he's got a response to his own...
slogan.
Yeah.
It's like the part where, like, if it was a cinematic adaptation, he'd say that and everyone would be like,
Yeah.
woo, go Grettir, you know?
Yeah. Don't get me
the
wrong.
line.
In my head... No, I'll let him say it. Woe stands at one man's door when it has entered another's house. Think how it may go with yourself before the end. Yeah, okay. If there's trouble about, deal with it or it's going to spread.
Yeah.
Yep.
There'd be, like, the swelling music, the panning...
Yeah.
Slowly in on him as he said it. He might be standing in a doorway that's framing him to add to the visual and the words he's saying. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like, you know, you can see the sort of, this is an important moment.
So, in my head, cinematically, what's happening here is like, imagine you're watching The Shining, right? But instead of Dick Halloran coming to try and save the day and just getting axed to his stomach for his troubles, it's like Bruce Banner's coming. Like, the Hulk is coming. And it's like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. They're gonna have a showdown.
Yeah. It may be, said Yorkle, that both of us see some way into the future, yet neither of us can do anything to prevent it. After this they parted, and neither liked the other's forebodings. Grettir rode to Thorhallstead, and the yeoman received him heartily. He asked Grettir where he was going, who said that he wished to stay there all night if he would allow him. Thorhall said that he would be very glad if he would stay. But few men count it again to be guests here for long. You must have heard how matters stand, and I shall be very unwilling for you to come to any harm on my account. And even although you yourself escape safe and sound, I know for certain that you will lose your horse, for no man that comes here can keep that uninjured. It's still a bit of a, like, come on if you're hard enough, right?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm kind of a bit amazed by the fact that there's never been a point that the books sort of described Grettir appearing in their yard or doing anything. Like, it's all just, the book tells us, and that happened. And at no point is there ever a scene that, like, you know, where they explicitly see him doing it, or, like, they all just,
I guess that's...
This is more a saga story explaining, rather than a narrative book.
Given that there would have been half a dozen stories about Grettir's childhood before we get to this point, the listener wouldn't know all the backstory.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's not important here. Mm-hmm. He's the Hulk. Yeah. Hulk has just shown up to help. Grettir answered that there were horses enough to be got, whatever might happen to this one. Thorhall was delighted that he was willing to stay, and gave him the heartiest reception. The horse was strongly secured in an outhouse. Probably not a toilet, but an outside room. Then they went to sleep, and that night passed without Glam appearing. Your coming here, said Thorhall, has made a happy change, for Glam is in the habit of riding the house every night, or breaking up the doors, as you may see for yourself. Then one of two things will happen, said Grettir. Either he will not restrain himself for long, or the hauntings will cease for more than one night. I shall stay for another night and see how things go. Mm-hmm. After this, they went to look at Grettir's horse.
It's a horse.
And found that he had not been meddled with.
Great. So
the yeoman thought that everything was going on well. Grettir stayed another night, and still the thrall did not come about them. Thorhall thought that things were looking brighter, but when he went to look to Grettir's horse, he found the outhouse broken up, the horse dragged outside, and every bone in it broken.
Did they not hear that happening?
Maybe not.
Yeah, I guess so.
Magical maiming. He told Grettir what had happened, and advised him to secure his own safety.
Get out, Grettir, save yourself.
Quote, for your death is certain if you wait for Glam. End quote. Grettir answered, the least I can get for my horse is to see the thrall. Okay, yeah. Thorhall replied that it would do him no good to see him, for he is unlike anything in human shape. But I am fain of every hour that you are willing to stay here. Now, fain is like pleased about something, mostly. The day wore on, and when it was bedtime, Grettir would not take off his clothes, but lay down on the floor over against Thorhall's bed closet. Now, do we need to take a brief digression about Icelandic and Scandinavian sleeping habits?
Yeah, bed closet.
Have you ever heard of or seen a bed closet before?
Once.
Yes.
And just coincidentally...
In the movie we watched last night?
Yeah. But I'd seen that movie a lot. You were somewhat disappointed that this moment had been ruined by that film.
Amber sits down and says, hey, let's watch 1985's Santa Claus. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do that. And god dang, if a Scandinavian-style bed closet doesn't show up as the centerpiece of a comedy sketch in it. And I'm like, I was really looking forward to explaining to Amber that people in Iceland slept in closets.
Little rooms that are beds as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. It sounds really snug.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It really, really is.
Yeah.
You do close it at night.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, you do close it during the day.
Yeah.
So that it's just, like, locked away.
Yeah.
But at night, you open it up, let the heater heat the room.
Nice.
And then, like, close it mostly over so you don't suffocate at night. But you are otherwise sleeping, maybe not even stretched out. Back then, people would sleep, like, sitting up.
Okay.
With, like, a bunch of pillows up behind them.
All right.
So it's not huge.
Yeah.
It is a bed closet.
Yeah.
That they're sleeping in.
This one last night that we watched in the movie was, like, a double bed sort of one. Like,
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Claus were sleeping in it together.
Yeah. So if you want to imagine that image, except then in front of that door is Iceland's biggest boy.
Yeah.
Sitting guarding them all night. He put a thick cloak above himself, buttoning one end beneath his feet and doubling the other under his head, while he looked out the hole for the neck. So he's disguised himself as, like, a laundry pile. There was a strong plank in front of the floored space, and against this he pressed his feet.
Okay.
So I guess it's along the
Yeah.
ground, like a ceiling rafter, but in the floor. I looked up Icelandic bed closets. I didn't look up floor styles.
I love that the idea that this demonic sort of spirit that's possessed Glam would come in the room and go, that's just a pile of laundry.
Yeah. That's no man.
To be fair, I think Bruce Banner would hide in a pile of laundry.
Yes, yeah. Not for ambush.
No,
just hiding in a
just
pile
to get
of laundry.
away from anyone, yeah.
The door fittings were all broken off from the outer door, but there was a hurdle set up instead and roughly secured. Mm-hmm. So not the door to the bed closet, but a door to the outside.
Yep.
Yeah. They've recreated a door as best they can after Glam's had his way with it. The wainscot that had once stretched across the hall was all broken down, both above and below the crossbeam. The beds were all pulled out of their places, and everything was in confusion. So Glam seems to have a real problem with even just the wood on the walls and the beds. He's just fucking up everything.
Yeah, and I imagine that maybe there would have been stories that maybe went into more detail about this just to spread the story thinner, maybe. Because it feels like that's the first time we've really heard about the fact that he's going into the house and fucking it up, and they're like, like, that's how severe it is. No wonder his daughter died of fright.
Yeah.
Like, they said that earlier and it was like, oh, okay. But now I get it. Like, I understand. The house is just fucked.
Yeah, this is like walking into, like, a pre-disturbed room in a horror game or something. Of like, what happened in here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't realise it was this bad. No wonder he's happy for Grettir to stay.
A light was left burning in the hall, and when the third part of the night was past, Grettir heard loud noises outside. Now, I don't know how many parts of a night Icelandic people traditionally break the night up into, so I don't know when the third part is.
Sure.
But I'm going to say it's not the morning.
Yeah.
Then, something went up on top of the house and rode above the hall, beating the roof with its heels till every beam cracked.
Oh dear.
This went on for a long time. Then it came down off the house and went to the door. When this was opened, Grettir saw the thrall thrust in his head.
Good.
Ghastly big he seemed, and wonderfully huge of feature.
Grettir's just like, whoa, This is a big one.
Yeah, I thought I was big boy.
Yeah.
Glam came in slowly and raised himself up when he was inside the doorway. Because there was like a hurdle.
Yep.
Till he loomed up against the roof. Then he turned his face down the hall, laid his arms on the crossbeam, and glared all over the place. Torhall gave no sign during all this, for he thought it bad enough to hear what was going on outside.
He's inside his
Mr.
cupboard,
and Mrs.
isn't he?
Torhall are still in their bed.
Yeah. Yep.
Grettir lay still and never moved. Glam saw that there was a bundle lying on the floor, and moved further up the hall, and grasped the cloak firmly. Grettir placed his feet against the plank, and yielded not the least. Glam tugged a second time, much harder than before, but still the cloak did not move. A third time he pulled with both his hands, so hard that he raised Grettir up from the floor, and now they wrenched the cloak asunder between them. Glam stood glaring at the piece which he held in his hands, and wondered greatly who could have pulled so hard against him. At that moment, Grettir sprang in under the monster's hands and threw his arms around his waist, intending to make him fall backwards.
Suplex him.
Yeah, big boy wrestle.
Yeah, they're gonna wrestle. I mean, I probably would have stabbed him, but anyway.
I don't know if he's... The picture he had a sword,
yeah,
but I don't know if he just normally has one or not.
Okay.
Again, this guy's constantly in trouble with the authorities. Maybe don't go walking around with a sword. Glam, however, bore down upon him so strongly that Grettir was forced to give way before him. Then he tried to stay himself against the seat boards, but these gave way with him, and everything that came in their path was broken.
It's Grettir smash!
Yeah.
This is like Grettir, this is like Hulk vs. Abomination or Red Hulk or something.
Yeah. Two big boys absolutely destroying the furnishings of a house.
Yeah.
Glam wanted to get him outside, and although Grettir set his feet against everything he could, yet Glam succeeded in dragging him out into the porch. There they had a fierce struggle, for the thrall meant to have him out of doors, while Grettir saw that, bad as it was to deal with Glam inside the house, it would be worse outside, and therefore strove with all his might against being carried out.
Torhall's like, out of the house.
I don't think Torhall's just, I'm not here.
Yeah.
I'm a little sleepy boy. Don't destroy nothing's
the rest of
happening.
the house.
I mean, if the entire house got destroyed this night, it would almost be a sweet blessing.
Yeah.
At least,
probably.
Okay, there's
Force
nothing to
Torhall-
come back
Yeah,
to.
Torhall, go.
Yeah. When they came into the porch, Glam put forth all his strength, and pulled Grettir close to him. When Grettir saw that he could not stay himself, he suddenly changed his plan, and threw himself as hard as he could against the monster's breast, setting both his feet against an earth-fast stone that lay in the doorway. Alright, you want me outside?
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yep.
Glam was not prepared for this, being then in the act of pulling Grettir towards him. So he fell backwards and went crashing out through the door, his shoulders catching on the lintel as he fell.
Ugh.
The roof of the porch was wrenched in two, both rafters and frozen thatch, and backwards out of the house went Glam with Grettir above him. Outside, there was bright moonshine and broken clouds, which sometimes drifted over the moon and sometimes left it clear. At the moment when Glam fell, the cloud passed off the moon, and he cast his eyes sharply toward it. And Grettir himself said that this was the only sight he ever saw that terrified him. Mm-hmm. Then Grettir grew so helpless, both by reason of his weariness and at seeing Glam roll his eyes so horribly, that he was unable to draw his dagger, and lay well nigh between life and death. Okay, so he has had a dagger this whole time and
Yeah.
hasn't used it.
Yeah.
This feels like a bit of a mistake.
Oh, just get the jump on him eventually. Like, wait until you've got the right moment to strike, I suppose.
I think he
but
had
I feel
it before
like
when
the
he jumped out of
pile
the... Yeah.
was the time to do an Assassin's Creed on him.
Yeah. Now, he may have been worried, like, look, what if this is mistaken identity?
Yeah.
What if I accidentally kill the wrong person again?
What if someone else is on the roof doing all that horrible stuff?
Yeah. Again, this is a man who cannot catch a break.
Right. Okay.
And he's slowly learning not to be quite so rash.
Yep.
But in this was Glam's might more fiendish than that of most other ghosts, that he spoke in this fashion. Great eagerness have you shown to meet me, Grettir, and little wonder will it be, though you get no great good fortune from me. But this I may tell you, that you have now received only half of the strength and vigour that was destined for you if you had not met with me. I cannot now take from you the strength you have already gained, but this I can see to, that you will never be stronger than you are now. And yet you are strong enough, as many a man shall feel. Hitherto, my God, this is a chatty ghost.
Grettir just stabs him while he's talking.
Yeah. Don't monologue.
Yeah.
Hitherto you have been famous for your deeds, but henceforth you shall be a manslayer and an outlaw, and most of your deeds will turn to your own hurt and misfortune. An outlawed you shall be, and ever have a solitary life for your lot. And this too I lay upon you, ever to see these eyes of mine before your own. And then you will think it hard to be alone, and that will bring you to your death.
Wow. Is this the prequel? Is this he's cursing him to be alone and wander as a hero forever?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of always happening.
Okay.
This is not the last story in his saga. It
Yeah.
continues, and he continues being lonely and
Okay.
whatnot.
It's like quite prophetic and like poetic for a ghost to like
Yeah.
go into that much detail about the kind of existential suffering you'll have. Not just like shaking some chains and...
Yeah. And yet, looking at it from another perspective, this is the storyteller setting expectations for
Yeah.
future adventures,
Yeah.
I guess. Through, again, the chattiest ghost I've ever encountered.
Yeah. Who hasn't said like anything up till now.
No. I think he just said more
Suddenly-
words than he ever did in life.
Yeah, suddenly quite articulate.
Yeah.
Like about what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly what kind of ghost / monster this Glam has become, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we have some visiting magpies. Would you like to go give them a
I
snack?
think the baby is on the lawn. The baby has never been on the lawn before.
Okay, we're going. Fed you magpie friends?
Yes.
Good. So, where were we? So, Glam has just had his villainous monologue while tussling with Grettir. When Glam had said this, the faintness passed off Grettir, and he then drew his dagger, cut off Glam's head, and laid it beside his thigh.
Grettir was having none of that.
No.
Don't existentially threaten me.
Back in the 1400s, do not monologue.
Yeah.
Torhol then came out, having put on his clothes while... Whoa! Torhol was just sleeping in the buff while all this is going on.
I probably
Kinky.
wouldn't have slept naked when someone was attacking the house.
No.
Just in case I had to go.
Now, they may be making a distinction between...
Pyjamas.
Yeah, but no, I choose to believe. Having put his clothes on while Glam was talking...
Gave him time to get... He's monologuing. Now's the time to get changed.
But never venturing to come near until he had fallen. He praised God
Jeez.
and thanked Grettir for overcoming the unclean spirit. Then they set to work and burned Glam to ashes,
Good call.
which they placed in a sack and buried where cattle were least likely to pasture or men to tread.
Oh, okay. I probably would have like dumped it in the ocean or something, but that's
Yeah.
burying, I guess, is fine.
A good Christian story for good Christian people.
Yeah.
When this was done, they went home again, and it was now near daybreak.
I also can't skip over the fact that Grettir killed Glam,
Yep.
and Torhol went, "Thank God!" And it's like,
Motherfucker!
I guess God sent Grettir to them.
Yeah. Also sent Glam to them in that case. So, swings and roundabouts. Torhol sent to the next farm for the men there, and told them what had taken place. All thought highly of the exploit that heard of it, and it was the common talk that in all Iceland there was no man like Grettir Amundason for strength and courage and all kinds of bodily feats.
Don't keep this in, but I thought it was going to say all kinds of bodily fluids. Only because just the word bodily normally comes before.
Amber, that's staying in.
No!
Torhol gave him a good horse when he went away, as well as a fine suit of clothes, for the ones he had been wearing were all torn to pieces. The two then parted with the utmost friendship. Thence Grettir rode to the ridge in Waterdale, where his kinsman Torvald received him heartily, and asked closely concerning his encounter with Glam. Grettir told him how he had fared, and said that his strength was never put to harder proof, so long did the struggle between them last. Torvald bade him be quiet, and gentle in his conduct, and things would go well with him.
Okay.
Otherwise his troubles would be many.
Right. Just keep a low profile.
Keep it on the down low.
Yeah, calm down.
Grettir answered that his temper was not improved, that he was more easily roused than ever, and less able to bear opposition. In this too he felt a great change, that he had become so much afraid of the dark that he dared not go anywhere alone after night began to fall. For then he saw phantoms and monsters of every kind. So I guess Glam was right, that
Yeah.
at night or when alone, Grettir would essentially have PTSD about that encounter.
Yeah.
So it became a saying ever since then, when folks see things very different from what they are, that Glam lends them his eyes, or gives them Glam sight. This fear of solitude brought Grettir at last to his end. The end. But I guess there's a considerable number of stories between what we just heard and his actual eventual end.
Yes.
But this
Yeah.
is laying some of the foundation for that.
It's like it was such a hit, this story, that kids wanted and other people wanted to hear more about Grettir. Wait, I'm guessing it's obvious it's all fictional. It's not like it's based on a real Icelandic hero?
I mean,
Hard to know, I suppose.
I wouldn't dare talk shit about another country's folklore, but
I'm not saying
But
talking,
I don't-
I'm not being talking shit, but I'm just saying, like, does this book provide any background as to whether this is the exploits of a real Icelandic hero, or
this book does not.
okay,
No, pretty much all this
we-
book says is that.
are we to assume that he's basically like Icelandic Robin Hood in terms of like legend or?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm just having a quick look. It doesn't say anything about an original man,
Okay,
but it was based on an earlier story.
yeah.
So if you go back far enough,
Yeah,
who knows?
I do like the idea that they wanted more, so they're like, oh, that's not the end, actually. Here's some other adventure he had along the way.
I mean, well, this is somewhere in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a complicated, long story, and frankly, having read this, I do want to read what else Grettir gets up to.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what kind of exploits and things, apart from a ghost.
Yeah. This is like the horror episode
Yeah.
of the series.
Yeah.
So they're not all going to be like this. He does various other feats. But, I mean, I'm probably not going to read out the non-horror ones on this
Yeah.
particular podcast.
Yeah.
Now, would it be fair to say that Grettir is our MVP for the story? A big burly boy?
Yes, but I do also like the woman earlier who just didn't like the look of
The good wife?
the good wife. She immediately was like, no. Like, I know she felt it. She knew that he was no good.
Yeah, but she's also like, oh, you're not part of my religion. Well, you still got to follow my rules.
I think on the particular holiday of another person to be demanding of them.
Yeah. Having said that, I think you would reasonably assume that Glam, if he is eating on Christmas Eve, he's not going to feast on Christmas because he doesn't believe in any of this.
But he still would
They're
want
just
food.
days to him. Yeah, he would
Yeah.
want food, but he's not going to starve and then overeat. And he's not going to eat and then overeat. He's just going to eat and eat.
Well, if there was a big feast going on, they would be bound to, by their good Christian ways, to invite him to feast anyway.
He wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I think for what we know of Glam.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, Grettir is obviously the MVP.
Yeah, I
Is that
mean-
most valued poltergeist?
Most valuable person and or poltergeist. Although it has been most valuable punctuation and priest before, I think.
It's odd because, like, what happened to Glam that caused
Yeah, we don't
this
actually know.
to happen? Like, they call him a thrall.
Yes.
Yeah, they call him a thrall, so that insinuates that, like, he is the lesser of whatever the spirit... Or am I getting thrall wrong?
I did look it up.
Okay.
Because he does get called a thrall twice. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, what does that mean in context? Mm-hmm. We would think of it as meaning in service to some greater power.
Yeah.
That is what it meant back then as well.
Okay.
But more specifically, he is a thrall because he is a servant to a master. Right? He was an employee of Torhol, so he was
okay.
Torhol's thrall.
Right.
So even after death,
Yeah,
he...
sure.
Yeah.
Whereas I took it in more of the vampire context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it actually kind of does apply to as well.
Yeah.
Because
It
he is a
feels like
monster who has been spawned by another monster.
Yeah, it's like he killed the first thing and it went into him when that host died. You get the sense that that's what it was. Yeah.
And we have no idea what that original
No.
evil spirit was about.
No.
Because despite this being the story of Glam, it's actually the story of that time Grettir
yeah.
tussled with Glam.
And we had to have backstory on who Glam was and why it was a problem.
Which meant we needed backstory about the farm that Glam was on.
Yeah.
Which means we needed backstory about the guy running the farm.
Yeah.
Okay. But it does want to shove in like, hey, this all started back with the Alting.
Yeah.
You know, the famous Icelandic thing that we have and we invented. So let's shove that in there too. Which I guess I can appreciate from the cultural storytelling perspective. Mm-hmm. Now, the Alting is pretty close to my word award as well. Because that's just a cool thing about Iceland.
My word award, I think, will be like noises in the sky, like thunder. Described a bit more generically and poetically. I don't know, I liked noises in the sky.
Alright, forget Alting. If you're not picking bed closet, I am.
You can pick bed closet.
I love cozy bed. Cozy bed in wall. I want my bed to have doors. I thought I wanted my bed to have curtains. Turns out, I want it to have its own doors.
Although in summer in Australia, that would probably be the worst.
Yeah, well...
An aircon directly piping into the bed closet.
Glorious. Well, isn't that just the wonderful difference between different cultures' Christmas celebrations? Wherever you are out there, I hope you're cozy. With friends, or families, or glams.
Well, not with Glams, with Grettirs.
Or Grettirs. I hope... This Christmas, get yourself into the arms of a big burly boy. And we'll see you next time on Second-Hand Haunting. This week's stories from the Book of Dreams and Ghosts by Andrew Lang, but originally from Iceland's Grettir Saga. Episode edited by Callum Patrick for the Peas in a Podcast Network. Merry Christmas.